Hello! So I'm trying something a little new where I kind of dive into one of my arrangements from the week before and teach you kind of how to play it. So we're working on Guardians Inferno from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and there are these little arpeggiated passages that happen throughout, and so we'll look at how to play them. The first one is this E flat dominant 7 chord. So it's E flat, G, B flat, D flat, E flat, and then back down D flat, B flat, G, E flat. And you can play it like that in normal slide positions, but there's an easier way. Now before we get into that, we have different partials on the trombone. We're talking about the harmonic series, we're talking about the overtone series, same thing. And if we play pedal tones, the lowest note you can play in any slide position, we're counting that as the first partial. And then you go up from there. So in first position you have B flat, and then another B flat. There's no notes in between. And then the sixth one, and seventh. Now that seventh is really, really flat A flat, and unfortunately you can't bring that in at all because you're in first position. You can't raise it anymore. So keep that in mind. The seventh harmonic is really flat, you have to bring it in. The sixth harmonic, if anybody's told you the F in first position, is actually sharp and you should bring it down a little bit. So that high F in first position, you want to bring out a little bit. The A flat you want to bring in, but you can't. But the same is true for any note in that harmonic on that part of the overtone series. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 you want to lower, 7 you want to raise. Okay? Keep that in mind. And now let's go through this E flat arpeggio. Okay, so those are normal side positions. It works, but I have to tongue a little bit, and it's actually really difficult to do. Also, the slide positions going back and forth so much is a little clunky. So if I don't tongue this one at all, there's a big glisten there. And that's because I'm not skipping a partial between those ones. The rest of them happen automatically because I'm skipping partials. And if you skip a partial, it's a natural break or a natural slur or a lip slur. All the same thing. It just is this this sound, which sounds like I'm pressing valves down, but really we're just skipping partials. So all of those skip partials besides the G to the B flat, those are both the fourth partial. So 4, right? 4. Since they're both on the fourth partial, it's a gliss. And so it makes you tongue that one note when you're playing it. I'm having to tongue some of these notes, but the only one that is necessary is that G to B flat. But there's a better way, and it's the way I did it in the video. And to be honest, if I could go back and do it a little cleaner now that I've practiced it, I would. But the way we do it is by skipping partials and using alternate slide positions for all of the notes. So, well, not all of the notes, but some of the notes. The E flat and the G, there are no alternate positions. They're too low on the harmonic series to have alternate positions. But the B flat, which again we said is the fourth partial of first position, is also the fifth partial of fifth position. So 5, okay? Now we can go to the sixth partial of fifth position, and again, same position, but we're skipping partials, so you don't have to tongue it. Now, what did we say about the sixth partial? It's a little bit too high, so you have to lower it. So that works in our favor. We're going out and back in, and so if we're going out already, you just keep moving the slide. It means you don't have to stop the slide. It actually works really well. And then for the E flat, it's the seventh partial of sixth position, which we said is really much too low, so you have to bring it in, which is, again, works really well in our favor because we don't have to go all the way out to sixth position. So, just kind of works. 3, 4, 4, 5, a little bit out from 5, a little bit further out from 5, and then back in the same way you came. You don't have to tongue any of them, and so you just have to work up the muscles skipping between these, and it'll work out really well. And so if you work that out a little bit more and more, you get the intonation right, and then you can actually make them be in time with whatever it is you're playing. I have just 2 bars later the same thing in F, and a whole step up we still have the exact same partial relationship. So we started on the 3rd partial of 3rd position, now we start on the 3rd partial of 1st position. Everything is the exact same. All the partials are the same, you just bring all the slide positions in too. So the E flat in 3rd position, that's the 6th partial, you want it lowered a little bit. The F in 4th position is the 7th partial, so you want to bring it in quite a bit. Okay, so all of this is true for the rest of your playing, but this is a really good example because it's something that makes this pretty difficult passage, the 16th note arpeggio, actually really easy to play as long as you've practiced up this very basic technique, which is lip slurs. One of the first exercises I used was this skipping to get the, just more familiar with how the partials feel and skipping around them. So it sounds like this. And so you want to do that on all the slide positions going down and up, but without having anything in between, because each one you're skipping one of the partials. So if I did it poorly, it would be. So you want to make sure that you're not getting anything in between, and it just trains your lips to feel where those partials should lie, and it allows you to, again, do it rhythmically and do it in time and do it with a good intonation. So, I hope you enjoyed this. I plan on doing more of these in the future where we dive into something difficult in each of these arrangements, but come back Saturday for something new. I'll see you guys then. Make sure to subscribe, and I don't know. Thanks. Bye.